Watch us do yoga. No. Val.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you back, Val. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm going to try, although my arm, I think yesterday was great because it was very little I couldn't do. But yoga is another thing. So we'll try. The doctor and the PT guy told me to do modified every time I have to lift the right arm to do something like this and not do it. So let's see, I'll try something.
Yeah,
So
be careful.
yeah, so I'll try, and if I cannot follow, I'll just not follow. But at some point I started running again, only 2 miles, which is, I don't even sweat. But that's what I'm allowed to do because of the pounding on the shoulder. Yeah. So he told me 2, and we'll see how you do. And I did that with no problem. The first day was a little sore, and so I do it the day that I don't go to PT. So the day of PT, the guy massages.
No, nice.
And little by little, it's coming along.
That's good. Well, I'm glad you're on the mend.
Yeah. All right. So I heard that Miami is under lockdown now.
Yes, they've been bad down in Miami.
They've been very bad in Miami.
Yeah.
Hi, Anne.
And Val, have you guys met before?
Yes, I remember Val earlier. Nice to see you. How's your wrist?
No, it's the whole arm here.
Oh, your arm.
Yeah, that's one of the 3 things that happened to me in the last 9 weeks. So the arm is getting along. But then, I also had COVID, so my energy is not 100%.
Oh my. Well, it looks like you're on the mend. You're on the road to recovery. I hope it goes quickly.
Yeah. All right. See you soon.
Anne and Shirley,
thank you.
You guys both got your second shots. Are you feeling great?
So I don't think they could hear you. Anne and Shirley got your second shots yesterday. How are you?
Yes, I did. I was a little achy. I'm a little achy.
Okay.
So I think the stretching will be good.
That's awesome.
So good morning, Tanya. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Paz. And good morning, Val. I'm going to get started in about a minute.
Awesome.
We're all wearing long sleeves today because it's a little chilly here in Fort Lauderdale, or in the 60s. I know that's warm weather for some, but
for us, it's going up to 61 today. Yay.
Nice.
Yes.
There's Sue.
There she is. Hi, kids.
How was the birthday, Sue?
It's still going. It was fun.
Birthday month.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right.
Happy birthday. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
my goodness. So you've happy.
Valerie, you're back.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to be back.
Atta girl. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Do some standing up stuff. Wait, we've got lots of good stuff today. All right. Everybody, let's bring our feet about hip width apart, actually a little wider than hip width apart. And I'd like you to kind of check in with the outsides of your feet to make sure they run parallel to each other. That's another way of saying, or a long way of saying, so let's make sure the toes are slightly turned in. Let's bring the legs to be nice and long, and let's do the same with the spine. And in particular, the cervical spine, the neck. I want you to take a gaze upward at the sky, and then I'm going to give you a side view. I want you to draw the chin in and find length through all of that neck area. Let's take the thumbs, let's rotate them internally, and then take a big inhale and then externally rotate. So the palms, if you can, rotate to face out the sides of your body. As you inhale, draw the arms all the way up. And let's hold in that spot for a second. If you can now, let's cup the fingers and bring the fingertips and thumbs together. And let's try to, without moving the elbows, to try to pull the elbows in towards each other. It's an isometric activation, which basically means that nothing's moving. You're going to kind of feel the muscles in and around the outside of the shoulders, lower part, a little more active. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, rotate the palms externally. Let the hands come down. Let's do that again. Open the palms, sweep into the sky. Cup, fingertips and thumbs come together. Try to pull the elbows together without actually physically moving them. Take a big inhale. On the exhale this time, let's draw the hips backwards. You're going to keep relatively straight in the knees. You're going to feel a little tension starting to form in the lower back and the upper back. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, let's fold all the way down. When your fingertips arrive upon your mat, step your feet back to plank. Let's pull your hips up and back to down dog. For Val, you can modify this on your knees if it's too much challenge for your shoulders, or go to child's pose anytime you want. As we come back to plank, I'm going to check in with our intentions today. As we practice, I want you to intend to find benefit from what we do and have it challenge your body. Give yourself permission to be challenged. As we pull our hips up and back, I also want to remind you to give yourself permission to back away when it's not appropriate for your body. Push up under the toes. Drive the heels into the earth. As you bend and lower the knees just above the earth, you're going to hold them, just hover them there. Let's walk your hands back towards your body until you're able to come upon your feet. We're going to let the upper body kind of fold in. Take a couple breaths. Enjoy this inversion. Little blood flow to our head. Now, bend your knees and lower your butt just slightly. With your fingertips upon the earth, try to bring your spine into extension and try to lengthen through the neck and draw the chin up towards the neck. So we're really elevating the back of the head. And you can feel the muscles of the back of the neck active. Take another inhale. As you exhale, fold in. Walk your hands out. Step your feet back if you need to, depending on where you are on your mat. Making sure you're not pedestaling in your arms. There's a little bend in the elbows and kind of like sink into the shoulders. And then push away from the earth so your shoulders elevate and then sink back into them. And then push back up and then sink back down. Again, to reduce some of the work, if you need to be doing this on your knees, please take that opportunity. Pushing back up. And as you sink down, let's drop the knees to the earth. Flip your toes under so the backs of your feet or tops of your feet touch your mat. Draw your hips back. Let the hands walk out into child's pose. Take your right palm, open it to the sky. Switch it for your left. Methodical and slow. Switch to the opposite side. And back to the left. And on this version, as we open the right palm, elevate the right hand. And then slowly lower to the earth. And do the same with the left. And switch back right. And then finally left. And walk your hands back in towards your body. As we position the hands underneath the shoulders, let's sink down into the shoulders. Let's hold in that spot. Now, let your head drop. And if you can imagine in the center part of your spine, a little string attached to one of your vertebrae, let's pull that string skyward. So we're going to let the belly pull up and in. We're sucking in that belly button, feeling a nice stretch right from the origin of our pelvis up through the middle part of our back. And Nice relaxation through the head as it kind of is gravity pulled towards the earth. As you inhale this time, let's reverse that. Bring the gaze slightly forward. Let's not be craning the neck. So not too much elevation in the chin. If you can, try to elevate by lengthening the neck, like pulling from the back of the head. So the gaze of the eyes is still upon the earth. Pull the belly button up and in. Feel that nice activation in your transverse abdomen. It's kind of like the weight belt band of our body. Let's reverse this. And reverse it again. Which do you like better, the internal rotation of the spine or the external rotation, or just both? Let's do it one more time. Cat. And then cow. Most of us like the cat because that's our body's practice, is to be more internally rotated. Let's come back to a neutral spine. Take your right hand, reach it forward. The palm's going to face to the middle or center line of the body. So the thumb's aiming up at the sky. If you can now, imagine there's a string on your thumb and use that to pull a little higher to the sky, the whole hand and arm. Let's make sure we're not bending through the elbow. Be nice and straight, shoulder to fingertips. Let's lower and switch sides. Separate your fingers widely. Use that imaginary string on the opposite, on that thumb this time, and pull to the sky. You're going to keep everything else in the package square, shoulders square, hips square. As we lower, take your left leg back, extend it back. Keeping locked out through the knee, keeping hips square. String is now attached to the heel. Elevate. Try not to flex through the lower back. Try to keep that six-pack muscle very active so we're not compressing the lower back as we switch left for right. Focus on that energy. Really engage those abdominals. Pull them up and in. Raise that heel if you can. Hip square. Beautiful. Let's lower back down to all fours. Give me a cat. Meow. Give me a cow. Moo. It's a good thing I know all my animal sounds, right? Come back to neutral spine. Right hand extends forward, left leg extends back. We're pairing opposites. Now, separate the fingers, separate your toes. Imagine now, big finger, heel, pulling away from the body, like a tug of war. Foot is dorsiflex. We have a flexion in it. Now, switch the position of the strings. Thumb, heel, pulling towards the sky. Elevate. Oh, exhale, back to all fours. Pairing it up, opposite sides. Left hand forward, right foot back. Right foot's running into my rail back there. Strings pull opposite, tug of war. Switch the strings, thumb and heel, pull to the sky. Exhale, back to all fours. Cat. Cow. Neutral. Hover the knees. Hips pull upward and backward. Short stance, down dog. Push to the toes. Hold up on the toes. Pull your hips higher to the sky. Drive the heels to the earth. Lower the knees. Hover them above your mat. Walk the hands back. Fold in. Bend the knees. Extend to a flat back. Pull that chin up and into the body. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Fold down. Hang out for a couple seconds. If you want, you can grab hand to opposite elbow. Let the body kind of relax. Lengthen. Fingertips back to the earth. Lower the hips. Lower them, lower them, lower them. Beautiful. Now, extend the spine. Walk your forearms up and onto the thighs. Keeping the hips down. Nice. Now, pull back your whole body onto the heels. Give me as much weight back there as you can without toppling backwards, of course. Beautiful. Now, take the hands, extend them forward. Palms to face the sky. Bring the sides to touch. Beautiful. Extend the hands forward, pull the hips back. Take the bend out of the knees. Take the bend out of the hips, so we're coming into a more elevated position. Beautiful. With our hips and feet aligned as best we can over each other, hips over feet. Take the thumbs and try to externally rotate them. Now, take the elbows, slide them back into the body, then slide them back behind the body.
That feels much better.
Oh, yes. Now, slide them forward. Keep the skin touching the side of the body. Connect the fingers, the baby fingers, slide forward. Externally rotate the thumbs. Spread the fingers wide. Beautiful. Pull back in. Hold on this. Now, while we hold here, isometric activation. Try to turn the heels away from the body. Want to feel a little kick into these gluteals on the side body. Keep that active. Push the hands forward. Baby fingers connect. Extend forward. Let's create a little tug of war here. Let's pull the hips backwards. I want to give as much weighting to the heels as you externally rotate them, or get that energy to do so. Take the thumbs and rotate them towards the earth. Push forward with the hands, pull back with the hips. Big inhale. Exhale, stand tall, sweep the hands sky. Now, this is the $1 million challenge. Imagine there's $1 million bill above your head that you have to reach up and grab. It's just beyond the fingertips. Try to get it, try to lengthen. Let the shoulders go up like everything, try to reach for it without coming up under the toes. Just find as much length as you can in your body. Get closer, take a big inhale. On the exhale, pull your belly button in. On the next breath, as you exhale it, pull your butt back. You're gonna start to feel some tension forming along the back, right from the base, all the way up into the shoulders. I want you to pull back and give me as much weight bearing as you can back into the heels. Give me some more if you got it. Now, take your elbows, lower them down, bring them into the body, sweep it back. I know this is killing, isn't it? This is what our internal rotation has done for our bodies. Makes external rotation more problematic. So we're going to work on that today, obviously. My palms are facing to the sky. My thumbs are away from the body. I'm squeezing. Now, I want you to push the arms into the side of your body. As you push forward, bring the baby fingers together, and then continue to push the arms together. As we push the hands forward, externally rotate the thumbs. This is the last time we're doing this, I promise. Now, tug of war. Pull your butt back. Push your fingertips forward. Pull them forward. Oh, 5. Give me another breath. Rotate the palms to face. Bring hands hard, stand tall. Beautiful. Fold halfway forward. Pull your butt back. Now, if your head's fallen off your body, which I hope it has not, I'd like you to try to pull your chin in towards. So you're really kind of pulling the back of the head up, pulling the chin in. As we remove hands over heart, bring the hands out to the side. Palms are facing the earth to start. Now we're going to rotate externally. We're going to take the thumbs and turn them towards the sky. So the palms are facing forward. Beautiful. Imagine we delivered a string to each thumb and tied it. And use that string to pull both thumbs to the sky. I know this for Val, it's going to be very challenging, but if you can do some of this, you can do one arm or just, not lifting as high as others. Now take the baby fingers, bring them back down to touch Palms are facing forward. Nice. Sweep the thumbs back to sky. Use that string to elevate. Oh. Bring hands back over heart. Stand. Beautiful. Palms together, push. So this is our normal internal rotation. This actually probably feels pretty good. Now we're going to change this dynamic again. I want you to take the shoulders and we're going to externally rotate them. So we're going to bring the hands pushing together all the way up. And then we're going to release. Oh. Palms face sky, thumbs aim backwards. Use the fingers to pull everything wide. So we're getting wide across the chest and wide across the back. Everything wider. Whole expansion of the upper body. Pulling opposite direction. Another tug of war across the whole body. Now, take those strings we're using to lift the thumbs, tie them on to those thumbs again, and pull backwards. We're going to expand and open to the chest. Try not to compress the shoulder blades. This isn't about collapsing in the back. This is about widening and opening, not compressing. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, raise up an inch. Beautiful. On the exhale, lower an inch. Raise and lower, just oscillating up and down. On the next breath, bring the hands all the way up. Oh, thank you, Sean. Fold all the way forward. Walk out to your plank. Shake out those arms if you need to. Shake out the shoulders. Sink into those shoulder capsules. Make sure you're not locking out elbows. Slowly hover low. As we come down onto the mat, onto our forearms, come up onto our forearms. It's like a baby cobra. We're going to keep the toes tucked under. Now, pull your belly button up and in towards the spine. Keep that muscle activation relevant as you elevate the hips. If possible, walk your forearms a little more forward. And if possible, check in with your elbows and see if they're under or hopefully slightly forward of the shoulders. Keep the belly button pulling up and in as we return the pelvic girdle back to our mat. Pull the chin up and into the spine and towards the neck. Lengthen. So in here, in this spot, imagine you have a string tied onto your head. Pull, lengthen. Keep that belly button pulling up and in. We want to feel that TVA, that transverse abdominis, kind of actively working. Keeping the toes tucked. Elevate the hips. We're on our forearms, knees, and toes. Pull the belly button up and in. Switch your weight to the right. So the right forearm, right knee. Come back center. Switch it to the left. Come back center. Lower the pelvis towards the earth. String on top of head. Pull, long, lengthen the spine. Let's not crane the neck. Keep all of that active. Pull the belly button up. Elevate hips. Switch. Go to the right. Sorry, I said switch. Move right. Come center. Move left. Come back center. Come up off the knees. Pull the hips up. Come back to your forearm plank. Slowly, 3 count, knees. Descend to your mat. Slowly, 3 count, lower the pelvis towards your mat. Head string pulls along the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, do you feel that TVA working? Oh my goodness, how good does that feel? Now, keep that belly button pulling up and in. Raise the pelvis up off the mat. This is our last time here. We're going to add on to this more, a little more of a progression. Elevate the knees. Elevate the hips. So it's a modified down dog. It's like a big bridge. Make sure your head's not pushing into your mat. Lift it up and off the mat. Come back center. Sorry, come back with forearm plank. Gently lower the knees. Gently lower the hips. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Oh, yes. Extend the spine, lengthen the neck. Big inhale, try to get a little longer. On the exhale, fold down, come up onto your knees. Pull the hips back, extend the hands all the way out, child's pose. As you walk your fingers forward, pull your hips back. A lot of work for that upper body of ours. And just think, we haven't done much legs yet. Wonder what that means. Let's walk our hands simultaneously to the left. Try to keep your hips square. Get a nice lengthening through the side body. In this case, it's our right side body. Take your right hand, try to walk it forward a little more. Palm still upon the earth. You're just using your fingers to walk. Pull your hips back. Simultaneously walk the hands back center and then opposite side. It's a nice release for all of those lateral or side body muscles. Use your left fingers to walk the left palm forward a little more. That pull you feel is all the fascia on the side of the body being reworked, redesigned. Redesigned in a good way, of course. Come back center. Now, walk forward with the fingers, pull the hips backwards, take your thumbs and rotate them towards the sky. And open the palms if you can. And if you can now, try to sink your upper body a little closer. So we're not bending the neck and pushing the forehead. Quite the opposite. We're making the neck long and rotating through the shoulders. You're going to feel a nice opening. Oh, we were working those muscles earlier. Going to give them a little bit of length. Flip the palms. Walk the hands back under. Nice. Elevate the knees slightly, just slightly. Hips pull up and back. Whoops. Keep nice and long as you walk the hands back to your body. We're in a folded, inverted position. Just hanging out. Step your feet so that the sides of your feet go to the sides of your mat. Toes are angled in slightly. Let's bend your knees and bring each palm upon the shin up the same side. Now, give me a big bend in those knees. Get that bottom of yours at the height, maybe even lower than the knees. Push the palm to the shin. Nice. Now, relax that push. Open the palms to face forward as best you can. I want you to try to push your heels away from you. It's isometric. We're not moving anything. We're just activating. Now, take the backs of the hands, push them into your shins, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the neck. Keep the hips down, slide the upper body. Let the hands or back thereof slide up, and then let them release off the knees backwards. We're leaning forward. You have a nice exterior rotation. Take your thumbs and try to turn them away from the body so the palms, if you can, face more externally or out towards the sides. Beautiful. Bring the hands forward. Nice. Separate the fingers. Pull the elbows into the body. Turn the palms to face the sky. Pull the elbows all the way back. Through the hips. Hinge and unhinge. Ankle, knee, hip remain relatively motionless. Ankle and knee remain motion. Most of the movement is happening through the hips. So we're just simply raising and lowering. We have braced the spine. We're not flexing. We're nice and long through the neck and through the spine. Beautiful. Keep pulling those elbows backwards. I want you to feel the back, upper back in particular. Nice and active. Now, hips down, unhinge as best you can. Give me as much elevation. Push the hands forward. Palms sky, raise up. Beautiful. Bring the hands together. Interlock the fingers. Beautiful. While we work to keep the position of the center line of our body, or the hands position in that center line, keep that external rotation in the heels. Rotate the shoulder carriage. You'll notice that my center hands remain center. So they're not off to one side of or one shoulder or the other. They're centered between the two. Come back center, 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 opposite side. So we're pushing the arms long, come back center, opposite side. We're keeping the external rotation activation in those heels, those gluteals, those glute medius. Highly active. That's that muscle that's on the side of the hip that's screaming at you right now. Arms are locked out and straight, pulling away from the body. We're going to go one more time each side. Right, center, and back center. Hands over heart, stand tall. Beautiful. Keep the feet in the position they're at. Sweep the hands to the sky. Beautiful. Folding forward halfway, open the palms to face the earth. Right now, hamstrings feel a little active, mostly the upper back and somewhat mostly the lower back. Try to extend the spine. Sweep the hands forward, try to keep them elevated high. Sweep them all the way back. Oops, sorry. Sweep forward. Sweep back. You'll notice my knee position is not forward in the toes or foot. It's back. Back as far as you can get. Sweep back. Hold back. Palms facing the earth. Unhinge all the way. Sweep your hands to the sky. Hold the hands sky. Pull your butt back. Keep the knees relatively straight. We're kind of hip hinging with little bend in the knees, but not much, right? Raise the arms higher. Now, take the ball of each foot, the big ball, big toe, push it into the mat. As you push down, try to internally rotate so we feel those inner thigh muscles kick on. Oh, take a big inhale, exhale, fold. Relax everything. Extend the spine as you inhale. Exhale, release down. Hang out for a little bit. Inhale, extend. Keep the spinal extension. Now, I started off at the back of my mat. I'm going to walk forward with my spinal extension. I'm going to set my left foot back. I'm going to check in with my two legs to make sure what's going on. I want the ball of my right foot, the big toe ball, and the ball of my left foot, the big toe ball, turning into the mat. You should want the same thing. Now, while we maintain those connections of the big balls of each foot, let's take the right heel and push it into the mat. Make an active force to push it down. Grow the spine. Beautiful. Now, if your right knee is forward of the ankle, come back. Join the party. Celebrate with the rest of us. Pull it back of the heel if you can. You feel some great length going on in that hamstring and a nice activation in that gluteal, glute med, the outside gluteus. The other one. Now, bring your hands onto your shin, right shin. Push and extend the spine. Push the palms, extend the spine. Beautiful. Push into the heel of the right foot. Boom. Big, big, big. Oh my good action. Love it. Unhinge slightly. Take the palms, open the face of the earth. We're in a very prone position, and there's a very short angle between the right thigh and our upper body. Should feel a nice burning sensation going on and around the butt. My butt's on fire. You're right where you need to be. Beautiful. Bring the hands forward. Palms face. Rotate right. Come back center. Do that 10 more times. Just on your own count. Nice and slow. It's not a race. First one done loses. Two. One. Hands down. Step back plank. Shake it out if you need to. Pull your hips up and back. Push onto the toes. Drive the heels to the earth. Come back to your plank. This one's for Shirley. Push up. Hover low. Knees if you need. Push back up. Up and back, down dog. Come back, plank. Kirsten wants to do the left one already. She's trying to torture everybody. Hover low. Oh no, that's my job. Hover high. Up and back. Beautiful. Lift your left leg. We're going to transition into this one a little differently. Step that left foot up and in between the hands as you frame it. Hang out here. Extend the spine. Let's check in with our feet. Ball of the left foot, ball of the right foot, the big toes. Connected to our earth. Take that left heel, push it into the earth. As you push, this is an opportunity to check in with that left knee. We're going to try and push to bring the knee behind the ankle. Keep nice and extended through the spine. Palms onto the shin. Push the palms, extend the spine. Release the hands, let them sweep back. Open the thumbs to face the sky. Push to the heel, elevate the hips a little more if you can. Pull the chin into the neck, keep that spine in and that neck long. We're not looking towards the earth, we're not going into flexion. A little tension and starting to build over that left hip. Bring the hands forward, palms face. Sorry, Kirsten. So we're separating the hands shoulder width. Rotate left. And then center. And then do that 10 more times. Arms are long. We're not bending through the elbows. We're separating the fingers widely, and we're using the fingers to pull the arms long, keeping the spine long, keeping centered between left and right foot. Nice. Oops. This side's a little weaker for me. I always tend to fall off a little bit on this. Come back center. Frame the foot. Step back plank. This one's for Sean. Hover low. Hover high. Pull up and back down dog. Drive the heels to the earth. Pull the hips to the sky. Take a big breath as you release it. Come down onto your knees. And lie down onto your backside. Oh,
Sore from yesterday.
Kirsten's saying she's sore from yesterday. We're going to roll onto our left sides. You're going to lie all the way down. You're going to extend the legs all the way out. So they're straight. You're going to lift your right leg into the air, just a few inches. And you're going to bring it forward. Now you're going to use your right arm to help stabilize so you don't roll into your mat. If you can, just rotate internally ever so slightly. So we're not stacked on the hips, but we've rolled in just ever so slightly. And using that right hand for stabilization, we pull the right foot forward, take the toes, rotate them into the earth. So the 45-degree angle, you're not all the way out. You can just feel something going on that right hip of yours because you've turned the toes. They're touching the mat. Toes are touching the mat. Now, straighten the leg, keep the leg straight, lift it up, and then lower. And do that until you can't. That muscle that's on fire, that's your glute medius, that's your external rotator. Gets abused a lot when we sit for long periods of time. And you may only be able to do one or very few reps. Take a break. I'm going to continue to go. I do this exercise, not enough. I'm going to enjoy the fact that we can do it together. Okay, now hold it up. Lift it a little higher. Release. Bring that right leg back down on top of the left. I want you to turn in even more so this time. So you're almost at a 45-degree angle to the earth. We're going to raise that right leg again, but this time we're going to bring it backwards. And instead of turning the toes to the earth this time, we're going to rotate the toes. Got breakfast on my mind, apparently. We're going to rotate the toes sky. So we've opened up the foot. Raise the leg. Boom. Lower. Lower the heel to the earth if you can. Raise the leg. Keep the hips rotating internally. We don't want you falling off backwards. So you're raising and lowering. Leg is straight, right? We're not bending the knees. It's a whole different exercise if you bend the knee. Yeah, keep the foot as best you can opening. So it's not turning in towards the center line of the body. It's turning away from the center line of the body. Very important. Let's do one more. And then we can enjoy this on the other side of our body. As you lower, roll over, opposite side. Oh. This movement, this exercise comes with sound effects. You gotta love exercises that have sound effects. All right, so legs are straight. Using your hand to support the body. Leg comes out 45 degrees. Toes rotate to touch the mat or the earth because you're probably off your mat. Your heels aimed higher than your toes. Let's raise the leg and lower. And keep going. We're practicing other forms of stability here through our spine. So our belly button's pulling in. You should feel very little movement in the rest of the body, just through the hip itself. And just that muscle that you can feel burning like crazy right now. And I hope you're remembering to breathe, right? Keep the toes spiraling inwards and downwards. Let's raise up, hold, lift a little higher, release. Bring the legs back together again. Turn in a little bit so you're facing the earth a little more. Take the left leg, lift, pull it back this time. Open the toes to the sky. Raise and lower. Enjoy. Kirsten's reminding me that I have 3 minutes, which is basically, when's this exercise going to be done? Let's do 2 more. Up, down, back up, lower. Come onto your backside. Nice. Pull your knees up and into your chest. Pull your forehead up and into your knees. We're going to lengthen out those muscles a little again. Well, sorry, not again. Lengthen them out. Roll your body forward to back. Come into a seated position. Using your hands for support. Let's pull the spine long. Let's pull the neck long. Beautiful. Now, pull your belly button up and into the body. If you can, release. Open the palms to face the sky as you sweep the arms away from the body. A little bit of trembling. You feel any trembling? No, I don't tremble.
No, I do.
All right. Hands to the sky.
Now you got it going on.
Hands to the heart. Extend the palms out. This is our last bit of work. It's pretty mild work, right? Hands, heart. One more time. Out. Up. Hands, heart. Extend the legs all the way out. Separate the feet wider than hip width. Beautiful. Let's grow the spine nice and long. Let's take your head. Extend it. So extension of the neck is very important, not to compress one side to lengthen the other. Imagine there's a pull up as you lengthen. So we're not just kind of getting closer on one side. Both sides are lengthening. One's lengthening more than the other. Come back center, opposite side. Come back center. Rotate the chin towards the right shoulder. Try to drop the chin down. Again, lengthen both sides. One's just lengthening more than the other. Come back center. Opposite side. Lengthen both sides, but drop the chin. Come back up, center. Let's release the hands. Walk forward. Pull out through the lower back. It's a nice release of the muscles and the infrastructure. Fold in. You can let the spine go into flexion. Let the head fall this time. As you inhale, lengthen everything. Shake it all out. Nice. And let's bring our hands over heart and let me thank you for your awesome participation today. I wish everyone a happy Sunday and I thank you for joining us. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste in bed.
Oh, that felt great.
Thank you. I'm gonna change the.
Okay, so was I the only one that had a sore butt from yesterday's class?
Yes.
No, I was sore. I was sore.
Oh, yes,
Sore.
because I can do it.
Oh, hey, Mark. How you doing?
Woo.
That was
I
good.
sent you the link.
Yeah.
but You could do it tomorrow. And do you want the link from?
Yes, please.
yesterday?
I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
send it. Yeah, a lot of butt work yesterday. Oh my goodness. And arms, like I'm sore everywhere.
Good, okay.
Pass, were you sore from yesterday?
No.
No. You need to come and do it here with me then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I can keep an eye on you. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was very good.
Yeah,
I'm glad you feel good. I love
nice
Thank
it.
way to wake up.
That stretch across the
You feeling better
chest.
today, Sue?
Who, what?
Are you feeling better today?
Yeah, I was mildly hungover yesterday.
It was Tina's birthday on the 19th of March.
Yesterday, Friday,
Friday.
Friday was her
the
birthday.
19th.
Yeah, I'm good today. And yeah, I'm good. I made it. Made it.
That's important.
All right, kiddies. Well, I'm gonna go clean up this mess that you can't see specifically. Can't see.
Mark, Pass.
It was your big party weekend.
I'm not gonna even show you over there. Oh, okay. All right, guys. Going to have my tea. See you later. See you Tuesday.
Bye.
Guys,
Thank you.
Tuesday. Thank you.
have a
Bye,
wonderful
Shirley.
day, everybody.
Bye,
Have a
Mark.
great Sunday.
You too.
Bye, Tanya.
Happy spring.
Bye, Sean.
Bye, Ann.
Kirsten,
Tanya.
thank you.
Thank you.
Mwah.